What's up, y'all? It's me, RD, right here. And today I'm talking about agent swarms or agent teams. Now, 2025 was supposed to be the year of the agent. And if you were in software, it largely was, right? Claude Code came out and it changed the game, where in the beginning of 2025, most developers were out here saying that agentic coding or vibe coding or whatever you want to call it, using AI to code is for people that can't code. And then by the end of the year, every developer was pushing code with one of these agentic tools, whether it be Claude Code, Codex, Droid, whatever, Cursor, whatever, right? Okay, now we're moving into 2026 and agentic workflows, agentic coding, agents are now starting to become more of the norm, right? We just had the SaaS apocalypse. I guess it's still going on, but now we're at a place where we are trusting AI to do our work for us. You cannot get onto Reddit without seeing complaints about usage limits, without seeing complaints about rate limits. So lock-in kind of becomes an issue. Now, it's very, very clear that Claude Code is the most capable agent harness. But is it necessarily true that Opus 4.6, as it is today, is the most capable model? Right? And that's the question that we have to ask is we have agent harnesses and we have models. And what is the best harness and what is the best model for the task that we're dealing with? And really, if you dig into it, if you are like a hardcore AI user like me, and like I'm crazy. I've got two Claude Max subscriptions. I've got the GPT Max, whatever you call it, Gemini Max. I'm on Droid. I'm on Open Code. Qwen's free, but I'm on that too. Cursor, I use their CLI tool. If we're talking general or coding, chances are I'm using it, right? And what the problem is the reason why I use everything is not because I can't decide on one thing. It's sometimes you don't need to use a bazooka to kill a mosquito, right? Like you want to do your agentic workflows. You might not want to do a full audit on your code base. And you could take 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 45 minutes, whatever, right? Other times you're dealing with more complex tasks that are broken down into some simple and some complex. And when you're in that situation, the best thing to do is choose the model for the task, but you don't want to have multiple CLI tools open or multiple agents open. You want one to orchestrate everything else. So then you basically have to create an environment where they can all talk to each other, right? So for me, I've got two kind of levels to that. One is a Hive, which, like if I'm going to use 6 or 7 agents and I want to scaffold my compute for each task, that's perfect. But if I think I'm going to need 12 or 15, we're dealing with multiple steps and multiple concepts and this, that, and the other. I'm not going to want to use Claude Code for all of that because I could burn all of my tokens if I go on Opus 6 high effort. I could go 50% in a day of my weekly usage. And I've done it, right? So you do these swarms, right? And rather than sit there and just commit to Codex or commit to Claude Code or commit to Qwen or Kimi 2.5, rather than committing to any of them. Don't lock yourself in. Get comfortable moving between the different models for different things. And then once you have your workflow, go ahead and make your own harness. The models are all capable. The name of the game is ROI. Like it's can you deliver, and what's the ROI on this? And what we're talking about right now is when OpenAI is the best, you can have that in the primary position. When Claude Code is the best, you can have that in the primary position. When Gemini is the best, you can have that in the primary position. So the question really is how can you position your workflows in the highest margin of tasks? Software engineering is not dead. What is dead is manual curation of code. That is like crate digging. I'm a hip hop head, so it's like you are out here trying to find the right vinyl record when you are writing your code. Get comfortable with switching models. Get comfortable with having an orchestration layer. This is how we get our advantage. All right, y'all. Peace.